Good morning, class. It's so great to see you again today. Today, we're going to go over another Google Sheets assignment. Today's assignment is 3.5 coffee shop sales. This is the assignment that we're going to start getting into how to make some graphs and how to customize those graphs to fit our needs. So, the scenario that we're going to be working with today is you have been working at a coffee shop after school for the past 8 months. Each week, your manager gives the employee with the highest sales a $25 gift card. You offer to visually illustrate weekly sales by creating pie and column charts to motivate the staff. These will be posted in the employee bulletin board. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be creating two graphs today, two charts. Some skills we're going to learn today is how to use the merge cells feature, how to fill color, how to rename a sheet, how to insert a new sheet, how to copy data, how to sort data, how to create pie and column charts. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that we have our assignment open. You're going to need to have 3 tabs open. The assignment in Canvas, you're going to need the instructions, and you're going to need your 3.5 coffee shop sales. It should look like this. It will say student copy on the end of it. It will have some data written into it, but a majority of what we're going to be doing, you're going to be having to manipulate. So let's get into it. Here we go. All right, step 3. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to merge sales. We're going to merge cells. To combine cells into a single larger cell, we're going to select A1 and B1 and then click this merge cells icon. We can see here it kind of looks like 2 arrows pointing towards each other. So here we go. We're going to click and hold on A1 and drag over to B1, and then we're going to have both cells selected. In the middle, here we're going to have merge cells. We're going to click that. And we see that the line that separates them is gone. So now this is one cell. This is A1. So after we merge cells, we're now going to center align, bold, and change the font size to 14. So this is not different. We've done this before. We're going to bold. We're going to do size 14. And we are going to center align. It should look like this when you're finished. Now we're going to use the fill color to add background color to a cell. So this means we're going to change the color of the cell itself, but not the words, not the letters. We're going to select cells A3 and B3 and then from the fill color drop-down menu, we're going to select the light green one. All right, so let's select A3, click and hold, and drag over to B3. Now we have both of these selected. The fill color looks like this bucket. So if we click and hold on it, or if you click on it, it'll open up this menu. And then if you just hover over, you can see that it tells you the name of the color. So we were looking for light green 1, and there's light green 1. Our next step is to center align and bold A3 and B3. So we're going to click and hold and drag over. And then we're going to bold and center align these as well. Next, we're going to format column B as currency. So we need to select column B by clicking the B at the top of the column. And that will select the whole column. And then we're going to make this currency, because we're dealing with sales, which is money, by clicking the money symbol. And we're going to click that, and everything's going to turn to money. Now we're going to create a pie chart. So to select a pie chart, we're going to click on A3. And the reason we're going to do that is because this is going to tell the program that we want this data. It's smart enough to know what we're talking about, but we have to select this A3. So if you're not on A3, it's not going to work right. So you got to click on A3. And then we're going to go to Insert, Chart, right here. And it takes a little bit for it to load, so just give it a second. Give it a second to do its thing. And then pop, there it goes. And we're looking for a pie chart. So in chart type, we're going to scroll down until we see pie. And you're going to select the first one in the list for pie. And that's all we're going to do in the setup. So notice that there is a setup and there's a customize menu at the top of this. We select our chart type in the setup, and then we're going to be able to customize this by clicking on customize. And now we're going to, this is where one of those, we've talked about this in class, where sometimes the program updates, just like when Instagram updates or another app gets updated and they move a menu around or things look a little bit different. So you got to kind of look around. So if you're paying attention to the video, I'm going to help you kind of navigate the differences for this. So just stick with me. All right, we'll get through this. All right, so now we're going to change the chart and axis titles. So you got to click on chart and axis titles. And we're going to change the title to sales. Let's see, it says it in the instructions. If we go down to sales, week of July 6th through 12. So that's what we're going to make ours to. We're going to go sales, week of July 6-12. Oopsies, have a spelling error. Good old spell check helping us out. Now we're going to change our font. Move my video out of the way. And we're going to go to wide. We're going to change it to wide. And then we're going to change the background color. Change the background color. So we're going to go back to the top of this. We can close a chart and axis titles menu and go to chart style. So we're going to start changing the style. So the colors and that kind of stuff. So we're going to change the background color to light gray 1, I think is what it said. That looks right. Just double check. Yep, light gray 1. And after we've done that, we are going to be done with our first chart. So we can go ahead and close the chart editor. And then we're going to click on our chart, and 3 little dots are going to appear in the top right-hand corner. So we're going to click on those 3 dots. You got to click on the chart to get it. So if it's looking like this, you have to click on it 1 time. And then 3 dots will appear. And we're going to click on those dots. And we're going to say move to own sheet. And this is going to move it to its own spot. It's a little hard to see this right here. But down here in the bottom, we can see sheet 1 and chart 1. So we're going to rename these. All right, so let's go back to sheet 1. And if you click this little arrow that's right next to sheet 1, we can then change the name by clicking on rename. So once you click rename, it'll turn kind of blue selected colors. And we're going to call this sales by day. And then we're going to call our chart sales by day pie. Same process. By day dash pie. Oh, we want a capital P. Capitals matter. Sales by day pie. Click enter or return. All right, so now we got that done. The next thing we need to do is we need to insert a new chart. To insert a new chart, there's this little plus button in the bottom. We're going to add a new sheet. Sorry, that's what I meant. We're going to add a new sheet. So this is going to add another of these tabs down at the bottom. And we can see that it says sheet 2. So we need to take our data from sales by day and move it to sheet 2. So we're going to click and hold on A1 and drag all the way down to the 7,925 or B10. And we're going to copy and paste. So I'm going to do this in the edit menu. We're going to go edit and we're going to go copy. And then we're going to click on sheet 2 and click on A1. And we're going to go back to edit and we're going to say paste. There we go. All right, so but this time it's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to do this just like last time. This time we're going to change this to being from highest to lowest. So the highest number to the lowest number. So if we look at this list of numbers here, we can see that Saturday is the highest number at 9,750,000 or 9,750. And then Sunday is right behind it with $7,925. And we want this to be in order. So in order to change this to being in order, we need to select the word day all the way through 7,925. So click and hold on the word day, or A3, and go all the way down to B10. You should have all of this selected. This is important. You can't do the rest of this until you have this all selected. It's got to have all of that selected. Now we're going to go up to the data menu, and we're going to click on sort range. We're in data, sort range. The first thing we have to do is we have to say data has header row. That's why we selected the word day and sales from our data, is because it's a header row. Okay, it's the name of what's below it, right? The day is the day of the week. The sales is how much money. So we're going to click on this box next to data has header row, and we're going to click sort by sales because we want the money. We want to go highest to lowest from the money, which is descending. Descending meaning we're going to go from high to low, descending. And then we're going to click sort. So make sure you have this clicked and then click sort. And now Saturday is at the top and Tuesday's on the bottom. We're descending. And we're going to call this sheet something different. So we're going to rename that. So let's go check and see what we need to rename that to. I kind of moved us past this. Let's see. We're going to rename it to highest to lowest sales. So we're going to click on this little arrow again, go to rename, and we're going to say highest to lowest sales. All right. Now we're going to select, we're going to click on the word day again, and we're going to get ready to insert another chart. So we're going to go click on the word day, or A3, and then we're going to go insert chart. I'm going to drag my video up to this corner. All right, so it tried to be smart because it knows that we used a pie chart last time, but this time we don't want a pie chart, so we're going to change our chart type. So we're in the setup menu. It should automatically take you here. Then we're going to change chart type by clicking on the menu, and we're going to scroll down until we see column. We're going to be in a column chart this time. So the first one in column, and you should see what looks like cell phone bars, but these are the highest to lowest, with Saturday being the biggest day and Tuesday being the smallest day. And this is why charts are so powerful, because with just a glance, we can see the biggest to the smallest. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And then we're going to start customizing this. So now we're going to go back to our instructions. We did that stuff. We did that. And now we're going to change this name to highest to lowest sales. And we're also going to choose the font Tahoma and the background color to light blue 3. So we're going to go down to chart and axis titles again. And we're going to change the name to highest to lowest sales. We're going to change the font to Tahoma. So we're going to scroll down until we see Tahoma. And then we're also going to change the background color on this one too. So we're going to go back up to chart style, go to background color. And I think this time we're going to be in light blue. I think it's light blue 1. Let's double check. Light blue 3. Good thing we double checked. Light blue 3. So we notice that it's light blue 3, not cornflower blue 3, light blue 3. But we're not done with it this time. Last time, that's all we did. But this time, there's a couple more things we're going to do. So let's scroll down in our instructions and see what else it says. So it says from the legend drop-down menu, select none. This is one of the changes in the update. So there is a legend drop-down menu, but we see it's set to auto. And if we look at their picture, they have this little thing in the corner that says sales. Now, if there were multiple colors happening here and there were multiple things that we were measuring and not just sales, then a legend is very important because it tells you what each of these mean. It means that the blue means sales, but we're only doing one measurement. We're only doing sales. So there's no reason for us to have a legend. And because of that, the program is now smart enough to not put one in. So it's set to auto. You could set it to none, but you don't have to. It automatically knows what to do. We can close that. Let's see what the next thing is. Now we're going to adjust the axis slant labels. And we're going to go to 60 degrees. So we got to look for horizontal axis. That means like the horizon, the sun sets on the horizon, so it's flat. It goes left to right. Vertical is up and down. In math class, you may consider this also as the x-axis and the y-axis. So the horizontal is the x and the vertical is y. So in the horizontal axis menu, we're going to adjust the slant labels. It's the last one in that menu. And we're going to change it to 60 degrees. And see how it changed all of those to being sideways instead of flat? Great. Moving on. Now we're going to change the series color to dark red 3. So the series is the data set. So that's the blue bars. So we're going to change our blue bars to being dark red 3. So we're going to go to series. And we're going to go down to color. And we're going to go down to dark red 3. Just like that. Now we're going to insert it on its own sheet and change the name of the sheet to highest to lowest sales column. Then we'll proofread just to make sure we have everything that's right, and then we'll be all done. So we can close our chart editor. We can click on our chart. We can click on the 3 dots that pop up just like last time, and we can move to own sheet. It says chart 2, but we don't want it to say that. We're going to change the name of it, rename it, just like we did for the other 3. And we're going to change it to highest to lowest. Say highest to lowest column, not sales. C-O-L-U-M-N, column. And then push enter or return. All right, so let's just double check that we got everything that's right. This looks fine. This looks great. We're highest to lowest. We have our 2 charts. Goes from highest to lowest. Everything looks like it's in place. We have proper capitals. Let's look at our pie chart as well. Yep, this looks great. Proper capitals. So at this point, if yours looks like mine, you can be all done. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please let me know. Send me an email. Message me on Canvas. Also, if you thought this was helpful and useful, go ahead and mash that like button and subscribe for more Google Apps videos. See you next time. Have a great day.